This is a video for those of you that missed the research paper night here at the school. I want to take a couple of minutes to talk about my feelings about the research paper. It's a rather large undertaking, and it's a very heavy requirement for juniors at this school. I believe, however, that this is something that this district gets absolutely right. It's a very well-organized unit in writing and research, and it prepares them, I believe, very well for what they will need to do when they get to college. If your students do what they are asked to do here, not only should they pass the paper, they should get a good grade in their English class, and they should do well when they move on to their college work. Let's go on with some material here. Each teacher needs to certify that the students cover these 14 steps. And if we are unable to do that, of course, we cannot accept the final paper, which is why all of the work needs to be done when and as assigned. Again, it looks like a large chunk of work. It is a large chunk of work, and it is well organized and well laid out to enhance the student's chance for success. I would like to turn to the PowerPoint that was shown at the research paper night. It's put together by the English department here. One of the first things that was talked about was the role of the librarians. We're very fortunate here to have a couple of very fine librarians. As a matter of fact, it was one of the school librarians who consulted when putting together the handbook, and he also has created a guide for MLA citations that is very complete and easy to understand, and is available to the students doing this work. They'll spend a great deal of time in the library and in computer labs putting this piece of work together. As you are aware, all students must pass their 11th grade research paper in order to graduate from a school in this county. We have a very high passing rate here at this school, and I think that it's our level of organization and support that we get top to bottom in this school that assists in that. The basics here are a series of minimal requirements. No real need to write this down, as it is all in the handbook, but just be aware that there are certain things that each paper absolutely must have, or we cannot submit it. We have what we call a 5-step to success. First thing, we want to make sure that they have a thesis statement and that it occurs last in the introductory paragraph of the paper. And obviously, it is a statement of opinion, and this is not a report that is going to cover all sides of a topic, but simply a persuasive piece that is meant to persuade the reader that the student is correct. Step 2, works cited page must be correctly formatted using the MLA format. There are guides to this in both the handbook and on the library website, and this really speaks to what the works cited page is supposed to look like. The third step, parenthetical citations must be cross-referenced on the works cited page. A parenthetical citation is a citation within the body of the paper. In this case, it is in the pink. It says Smith 7, which means it comes from a document written by Mr. Smith on the 7th page. It is in parenthesis, hence the term. The citations need to be cross-referenced in the works cited page, and here is an example of how that works. This would be a work by Robert Smith, and the parenthetical citation would refer to Smith as the first word in the parenthetical citation, and of course the page number from which the information was found. Step number 4, all topic sentences in the paper must have some impact on the thesis statement. That is, they should in some way support it. And one of the peer reviews that we do is topic sentence analysis. And here is an example of a topic sentence analysis that relates quite well to the thesis statement. And the 5th step, again, MLA format. Everything has to be in the MLA format. This is primarily the way the paper is supposed to look. And again, here are some of the absolute requirements. Again, this is all covered in the Research Paper Handbook, and we also will provide them with a template that will help them put it in the proper format. We will be, at least in my class, submitting in February. If there are any AP parents watching this, of course, they're submitting in December. Here is what happens if they fail. If they submit and fail, they have to take a 20-hour tutorial. It is free. If they don't submit, they have to take a 45-hour tutorial, and there is money associated with that. If they fail the class but pass the paper, they will have to redo the paper when they take the class again. If they fail the paper but pass the class, they will need to take the tutorial the following year. If you have any further questions, certainly I am available, as is the rest of the department, and our emails are all on the Fusion page. I appreciate you taking the time to view this video. I hope it has been helpful. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. Thank you.